In John chapter 2, Jesus performed his first miracle at a wedding in Cana of Galilee, about 8.5 miles from his hometown of Nazareth. It must have been a large wedding for a prominent family, based on what we read. And the first miracle he performed was at the request of his mother to turn water into wine for the wedding. This miracle was not in the same league with all of his other miracles, which always helped people who had critical needs. However, we read that in John chapter 4, verse 46, Jesus returned to Cana of Galilee, and there he met a nobleman who was from another town nearby, Capernaum, about 15 miles away. This man had heard that Jesus was in Cana and sought him out because his son was sick and at the point of death. He believed Jesus could help his son, and he was desperate. When Jesus questioned and challenged his motives, he just humbly persisted that he needed Jesus to heal his son. And Jesus then in verse 50 said, "Go thy way, thy son liveth." The man then accepted that word and started on his journey home. Long journey. The next day as he neared his house, by the way, a long journey on foot. The next day as he neared his house, his servants came out to meet him and said, "Thy son liveth." And he asked them at what point in time his son began to improve. And they said about 1 p.m. The previous day. And he knew that this was the time that Jesus spoke those words, "Go thy way, thy son liveth." This man's faith was not perfect. Later on we read about another father who said, "I believe, help thou mine unbelief." A small amount of faith will go a long way. Jesus said, "If ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you." Do you have some mountains you need moved? Just a little faith will go a long way.